Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're like me and grew up in the 80s, Ghostbusters probably holds a special place in your heart. Today we're diving into the 1984 classic that mixed comedy, sci-fi, and the supernatural in a way no other movie had done before. And stick around. I've got some fun facts that might surprise you.
He's an ugly little spud, isn't he?
I think he can hear you, Ray.
Don't move. It won't hurt you.
So picture it. It's the early 80s. The hair is big, the music is synth-heavy, and movie theaters are packed with hits like Indiana Jones and Star Wars. Then along comes Ghostbusters, released on June 8, 1984, and it instantly becomes a cultural phenomenon. It's a story about three eccentric scientists: Peter Venkman, played by Bill Murray, Ray Stantz, played by Dan Aykroyd, and Egon Spengler, played by Harold Ramis, who get kicked out of their cushy university jobs and start a ghost-catching business in New York City. It's funny, it's spooky, and it's full of quotable lines we still remember today. He slimed me. We came, we saw, we kicked its... well, you know.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass!
Here's a fact. Ghostbusters wasn't originally supposed to be the movie we know and love. The original concept, written by Dan, was much bigger and wilder. Think space-traveling Ghostbusters fighting ghosts across dimensions. It was also written with John Belushi in mind for Venkman. Sadly, Belushi passed away in 1982, and the script had to change. Harold Ramis joined in to help rewrite the script, and Bill Murray was brought on board. And thank goodness, Murray's dry, sarcastic humor became the soul of the film.
Everything was fine with our system until the power grid was shut off by Dickless here.
They caused an explosion.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
What about some of the other casting gems? Rick Moranis as Louis Tully. Remember his nerdy, awkward energy? Fun fact, John Candy was originally approached for Louis but turned it down. Can you imagine that? And Sigourney Weaver as Dana Barrett, bringing her alien sci-fi chops to the film as the gatekeeper and Louis Tully's neighbor.
That's a different look for you, isn't it?
Are you the keymaster?
Not that I know of.
Thus, Ernie Hudson as Winston Zeddemore, he wasn't in the movie as much as the others, but he brought the grounded, everyman perspective we needed.
You believe in God?
Never met him.
Well, I do. And I love Jesus' style.
Let's talk effects. In the pre-CGI days of 1984, the special effects in Ghostbusters were cutting edge. From the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, that giant smiling destroyer who stomps through New York, to Slimer and the proton beams, it was all achieved with practical effects, puppetry, and miniatures. And who can forget that theme song? Ray Parker Jr. wrote that infectious track in just a couple of days. He was inspired by a late-night infomercial vibe, and it became a chart-topping hit. In fact, the Ghostbusters theme song hit #1. Won on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed there for 3 weeks. Fun fact, Huey Lewis actually sued Parker, claiming the theme sounded too much like his song I Want a New Drug. They settled out of court, but the vibe is definitely there. Ghostbusters wasn't just a movie. It became a pop culture juggernaut. It grossed over $295 million worldwide. That's over $900 million today when adjusted for inflation. It sparked an entire franchise: cartoons, video games, toys, and of course a sequel in 1989. Remember the Ecto-1 car? That souped-up ambulance is one of the most iconic vehicles in movie history. And let's not forget the merchandising. From action figures to Halloween costumes, Ghostbusters was everywhere. Even today, 40 years later, it's still going strong with reboots, reunions, and a new generation of fans. So, what is it about Ghostbusters that makes it timeless? I think it's the perfect mix of humor, scares, and heart. It didn't take itself too seriously, but it also wasn't just a throwaway comedy. It's a reminder of how movies in the 80s could bring people together, spark imaginations, and leave us with memories we still quote today. So if you haven't watched Ghostbusters in a while, why not fire it up tonight? And let me know in the comments who's your favorite Ghostbuster. Are you Team Venkman, Stantz, Spengler, or Zeddemore? If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more 80s fun. Until next time, don't cross the streams.